Hey there. So we got live. Good afternoon and good morning, everyone, depending upon where you are in the country. Quick introductions. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome on behalf of Zero Analytics North America. We certainly are very grateful for your time. Myself, I am Freddie Haroon. I'm part of the commercial enterprise sales team based in Dallas. And with me, I have my teammate, Taylor Stroud, VP of Sales, and I'll be the one leading the conversation about the new Snowflake Blueprint program that we have launched here. Can we go to the next slide really quick, Yara? Okay, there we go. Yeah, introductions, like I said. And the next one, just want to talk a little bit about our parent company, Sador. So Sarah, we have expertise in a number of things, especially when it comes to financial and operation planning. We work closely with a number of very large system integrators, have a commercial and technical presence with over 40 offices all over the world, so a global footprint, and a team of over 9,000 professionals and a network of partners within the industry. We also have a huge amount of investment, do a lot of resources, spend a lot of resources in R&D, have our own proprietary products that have been developed by our innovation team and designed with specific technical requirements for a number of use cases in any size enterprise environment. Next slide. So a bit more about Zero Analytics, our analytics offerings. We provide end-to-end digital and data pipeline services and work on a number of different projects. The data side covers business intelligence, data science, data governance, everything from storage to extraction to data manipulation, and then ultimately designing visuals to share analytic stories. And then also a number of different search technologies surrounding those different capabilities. And on the development side, we do a lot of microservices, architecture, integration, assessments, migration, building and deploying data and digital pipelines, building automation, doing those in an agile fashion. And we can execute projects in a number of either private, hybrid, or public cloud platforms. I'll now pass the microphone to my teammate, Taylor, to talk a little bit more about the Snowflake Blueprint program. So, Taylor, over to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Freddie. And hello, everyone on the call. Thanks for joining. Again, my name is Taylor Stroud, VP of Sales for North America here at Sador. And I'm super excited to get into what we're going to talk about today. If we can go to the next slide, please. So this is our new Snowflake Blueprint program. So we actually developed this program in accordance with Snowflake themselves as a premier partner in the ecosystem. So there's really three main reasons why the Snowflake Blueprint program exists. Number one, and most importantly, is, or if I can go back a little bit, there's three main frictions that customers have when they're implementing a POC or MVP. Number one is cost component. So we take care of that, and we're going to dive into this more as we go through the program. But we take care of the cost component of the program itself in a variety of different ways. We have an upfront investment in all of these projects, totaling up to and over $100,000. And so that takes a lot of risk out of the project for our customers. We've done this many, many times with customers in South America and North America as well. So that's kind of number one, right? And number two is going to be resources internally for our customers. So, and again, we'll see as we move forward through this program, we take care of all the resources, and we do this with a deep connection and tie to Snowflake. And then the third and final thing is time to value. Because we've done this so many times over and over, we have a very nice wireframe and structure to all of our POCs and MVPs that we see throughout the many times that we've done this gets about a 60% truer time to value, faster time to value with these POC MVPs with this structure, right? So at the bottom here, we see, we're going to do a discovery. We'll move into the strategy piece. We'll move into the design and development. We'll structure a proof of concept, and then we'll move into production. And if there's no questions on this slide, let's go to the next. So this is the team that we will deliver every single time with this program. So, and before I jump into this program is highly modular in the fact that, so keep in mind, like you see $100,000 total value, 3,000 hours flexible time frame, and then the 60% time to faster value. All of these things and the delivery team, the strategy team, it's all modular. So if you're a smaller customer, larger customer, customer of all size, and you don't need this full package, we can structure it in a way that works for you, right? So looking at the strategy team, we're going to provide that data cloud expert program manager, that data cloud expert principal architect, and that customer success manager. And then from the delivery team, this is where it will be our resources. And every time in our projects, something we do a little different is that we also include someone from Snowflake PS as well. So you're getting dedication from our team and the Snowflake team. I like to think that just bulletproofs this program even more. So, as we go down, we'll have a Sador Analytics executive sponsor. That'd be someone like a me or Freddie on the call as well. An AVP project manager, Snowflake certified consultant, Snowflake certified senior consultant, and a Snowflake certified architect. And then you see the hours per week in this wireframe that we would allocate for that. So that if there's no questions on this slide, we can probably go on to a deeper dive. Awesome. Thank you. So this is the actual wireframe for the project itself. And keep in mind, this isn't just for new customers. This could be for existing Snowflake customers that maybe have a new workload that they're trying to implement or a new use case. Like, for example, a lot of people are looking at SAP plus Snowflake right now. A lot of people are trying to understand how Snowflake and Salesforce are trying to talk to each other. So these are the type of use cases that we can take from an implementation standpoint and beyond, right? So phase one, we define business goals for the data cloud roadmap, and we tie a strategy and architecture to that roadmap. Third on here is identify business needs and define the success criteria. This would be within a couple whiteboarding sessions, 1 or 2 hour-long whiteboarding sessions that we'll talk a little bit more about in a little bit. Really understanding your business needs and strategy is super important for phase one. We'll qualify data sources, quality, volume, security, and other requirements as well. And then from there, we create the project plan. Phase two, we're going to hop right in and deploy your Snowflake environment, set up security requirements, deploy any trial subscriptions we have a proprietary cloud costing solution that we are going to also deploy. And just a little bit about that. We're not going to dive super into that today. This may be a whole separate webinar because there's a lot to talk about on our cloud costing software. But whether you're operating a hybrid cloud or just looking at Snowflake, we're able to forecast your ROI and value, and more importantly, your costs associated with the new environment. So that we're going to provide for free with that 3,000 hours. And then phase three, we'll migrate target workloads identified for the POC. We'll optimize the data warehouse performance and fine tune for the target use case. And then from there, we'll configure the database settings, optimize queries, and define security and access controls. So phase one to phase three, a lot of people do. It's pretty common in the Snowflake environment, but where we really amp it up is in phase four. So this is where we're different from a lot of folks. We're going to manage and maintain your new data infrastructure, offering continuous improvements and emergency services. So we're not just airdropping Snowflake and doing the services and implementation. We're hoping to be a trusted partner throughout the whole life cycle of this new cloud solution that we're implementing. We're going to present the business value and ROI to your executive team. So it's not going to just be us doing the project and then saying, okay, now you sell this to your executive team. We're actually going to be walking you hand in hand and telling you exactly everything you need, providing slides and providing the ROI through our cloud costing solution. So if they want the math, they can have it. And then we're going to train and educate on Snowflake's features and capabilities. This piece is super important. So Snowflake, as you may know or you may not know or may know, every single day they're unleashing new features. AI Cortex, Snowpark. So these questions come up a lot when we're doing these projects, and they're all right for every type of customer, but not every customer is right for them, right? So we like to think that we're able to navigate customers through the huge ecosystem that is Snowflake and let them know, hey, this makes sense, or hey, maybe let's wait until we get these other pieces in place. And then at the bottom here, so we do Snowflake. We're a huge SAP partner, as Freddie mentioned earlier. We have deep expertise in Alteryx, Fivetran, Power BI, Looker, Tableau. So we're able to do your Snowflake use case. And as you could have kind of grasped from the slide earlier, we can take your environment to more modern data science use cases and machine learning. Anything you need on the data analytics front, we can handle. So it doesn't really just stop at data cloud. We can do all the use cases that you need on top of it as well. And if there's no questions on this slide, we can probably go to the next one. Yeah. So, Freddie, while we're on this slide, do we have any questions popped up that I can answer real quick?
Yeah, there's actually a couple. So,
okay,
is the program flexible as far as the total hours are concerned, or does it have to be the threshold that we stated? So,
okay, yeah, no, that's a really good question. So, the time frame itself is flexible, and so what I mean when I say flexible, let's say that the project is taking place during Christmas or a long holiday. A lot of the other programs in the ecosystem will say they're doing it for 2 months and that's it. If the project is completed, too bad. So our time frame is flexible, and I think the root of the question is like, for example, can we do 2,000 hours if it's a smaller project? And the answer is absolutely. I may have mentioned earlier, this program, the whole program is flexible and modular, and we fit it to the customer, not the other way around. So, so I hope that answers that question, Fred.
thank you. Yeah, another one is I'm assuming it's basically an assumption and a question that it's scalable to all size of companies.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely. So, and again, this may be a whole nother webinar, but this works for all companies of all sizes. Like I said, it's highly modular. We're actually developing another SKU of this exact program for what Snowflake refers to internally as Cap One lands, which means for customers that may be smaller in revenue or have smaller budgets, we'll have a lighter weight program specifically for those customers and tailored for those customers. So this can go up all the way to the Exxon Mobils of the world, to the T. Rowe Prices of the world, and it can go to all customers in between and below. So absolutely.
Thank you again. Yeah, I think we can keep going. I'm sure there'll be a few other ones in a second.
Yeah, and oh, this is the question slide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
there you go. There's another one that popped up. I'm
okay.
assuming the question is, are we going to have a presence in the Snowflake Summit? I think we will, right? If you can
Yeah, if we can we go back to that QR code slide? Sorry. Okay. Yeah, so that's why I want to go back to this slide. So we are going to have a presence at Snowflake Summit. For everyone on this call, this QR code is to book a free whiteboarding session with me. But what we're doing special this year for Snowflake Summit is that we're going to do a free admission to the summit itself if you take an hour-long whiteboarding session with the team. So this is to book a discovery call for 30 minutes just so we can get to know each other, so I can understand why you're looking at Snowflake, what your initiatives are for the year. And then, hopefully after this, we could do an hour-long whiteboarding session and actually from there, hopefully come up with some type of proposal for Snowflake and POC MVP. And that will gain you free access, 100% free to Snowflake Summit. We'll pay for your ticket. So that's something super exciting that we're doing this year for our customers and everyone else. So great question.
Okay. Anything else, folks? This webinar will be uploaded on LinkedIn on our webpage. And like Taylor said, we're available, both of us or some of the other members of the team, to have a conversations at any time convenient. I think if there's no other questions, I don't see anything, we can go ahead and wrap it up. As always, we are very grateful for your time and look forward to working with you. There's a number of different expertise that Sarah and Sarah Analytics brings to the table. So it would be really helpful if we can have some one-on-one conversations and tell a little bit more about us and our capabilities. So nothing else. We certainly thank you again for your time and look forward to working with you in the future.
Yep.
Thank you. And thank you, Taylor.
Yeah, thanks.
Good day.